Welcome everyone to round number 2. Here we are. Are you ready for the mirror match of the century? We got our Jesus, our Nolan, here with Tri-Sprights, and Mason with Tri-Sprights. You never seen a matchup like this before.
I'm not on Tri-Spright.
Of course, both these players
I'm
are.
only saying this because he already. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we got 2 Tri-Spright decks right here against play for each other for the fun of it all. Is it? Alright, well, it's not really Tri-Spright, apologies. L of my followers, he's calling it Power Spright. It's still Sprite none, but. Well, anyways, it's Sprite versus Sprite here. 2 different Sprite engines. You gotta love it. All the Sprite all over the place. Lemon lime drink everywhere. Spilled everywhere. Dice going all over the place. Looks like Nolan's going to take the first, and it is time to begin the second round of the gameplay.
Alright, am I good? Yep. Alright, round 2. Kill each other. Yeah. Go.
Alright, here we are in round number 2. Nolan started it off. We're going to start it off with Sprite Blue. And somebody else Sprite Blue with Sprite Blue. Fascinating. We're going to go get a Sprite Jet. Our good friend Mr. Sprite Jet that's going to search out that wonderful Smashers. And we'll be able to use, of course, for all of our fun. So anyways, Sprite Jet coming out onto the field, and now we're going to trigger Sprite Jet. Probably going to get the Sprite Smasher or the other major Sprite card. It's very interesting, nonetheless, that we're basically seeing a mirror match between 2 Sprite decks. Decks that people thought were going to be the Tier 0 format. Little did they know. But anyways, that is not the Sprite Smasher. That is the other major Sprite spell card that allows you to banish a level 2, a rank 2, or a link 2. And then basically upon whatever you banish, whether it's a Sprite or something else, gets you any effect. So we're going to go to link 2 here for the elf. No, we're going to go spring. We're going to then trigger all the. Looks like we got a good shuffle. I think we're going to be needing a cut here real soon from. No, he's going to send off the spring, the Nimble Angler. Nimble Angler is then going to allow us to summon up 2 Nimble Beavers. Spring, the secondary effect of spinning something back is not going to be useful here right now. Nothing to spin back on Mason's side of the field. So anyways, so now we can of course get into Elf, or we can go into Smasher, or Gigantic. So now we're going to go into a link. But now it looks like we are going to go to the XYZ here. Going into the one and only Gigantic Sprite. And then we're going to trigger Gigantic Sprite here. Probably maybe looking for Sprite Red. If I had to take a guess, reckon he's already gone through Jet and Blue. I mean, I guess he'd go get Carrot, but I doubt it. I think it's going to be... No, it looks... Oh, so we're going to see a Swap Frog. Of course, we can't play Ronin Totem anymore. It's a sad day out here for all us Pale Frog lovers. Anyways, we're going to send a frog, another Swap Frog. It doesn't really matter. Frogs are frogs. Gotta send all the level 2s out to the grave. Swap Frog easily just being able to then bounce itself back to the hand if so wish, but you can also go into, of course, the Sprite Elf with it. This is a level 2. So far, Power Spright, very powerful. Anyways, we're going to go into a link, probably no doubt about it. We're going to go into, of course, Sprite Elf. There is the Sprite Elf. Looks like we're going to probably be able to then. So it looks like we're going to trigger the bell on the response to Sprite Elf, denying the ability to bring back a level 2. Very interesting. So anyways, we're going to take another link here of the frog and thing to go into an IP Masquerada. So ending on an IP and an elf.
Oh, no, I'm not.
And we're going to be setting it. All right, and there it is. So now we have IP and Elf with a set 2. So here we go for Tri-Spright. We got a Nimble Beaver. That's like we haven't seen that already. It did get its OT. It did get a super rare in OTS 20. Funny enough. So common Nimble Beavers are now worthless. We only like to see super rare. So Nimble Beaver bringing out a Nimble Beaver. Gotta love it. Nimble Beavers all over the place. Very interesting that we've begun the normal summoning nature. But anyway, Jet gonna come on. And the Spright Alpha bringing back the Jet. We're gonna go grab the Smashers to our hand. Very nice. Of course, a good follow-up for next turn to, of course, get that the 3rd copy of Spright Blue that is in Nolan's deck. We've already seen 2 of them out. So where do we go with 2 Nimble Beavers in Tri-Spright? I mean, Kuras can still be played. So yes, there is a Kuras pitching the Narval. And then Narval is going to get his good ult effect to allow to send the kit to the graveyard and to allow him to add, which is probably going to beat the Frank Tall if I had to. No, wait, no. Narval does the search, kit sends the grave first. Okay. So we have a Frank Tall now added over to Mason's hand here. So it looks like he's going to send the Frank Tall. To then, yep, there goes this kit, and then the kit gets to send then something here. Narval has already triggered his effect, so maybe a Kuras? Yes, it is a Kuras. Alright, so that is 4 Tri-Brigade names in there. All really well off for, of course, the Kuras that is sitting right there. So we're going to have to figure this out because IP cannot be targeted by card effects, so it looks like we're going to banish all 4 with Kuras. Looks like we're going a Link 4, and there's only one Link 4 that I know well enough. There's the Omen. Omen coming down onto the field here, then that's going to be able to banish a card onto the field. And it looks like IP is going to chain in response to activation of our good friend Mr. Shurag. So it looks like we're going to go to the 3. He's got 2 cards in his hand. Or no one can go to a 4. Don't know what 4 he's playing, but I mean, he could go to a 4 with that. Most of the time, most people with IP just go into a unicorn and then unicorn effect to send something back. So yes, it is a unicorn. And then looks like we're going to send the Maga Hunt off of Nolan here, and then off for the Unicorn Cycle. Very nice indeed. Very interesting gameplay so far from these 2 Spright decks. Tri-Spright already coming out showing its power of its Tri-Brigade engine. And now here comes Blue down to the field. No one taking a look at those. Back row looks like he is good to allow the Blue to search. And here we're going to search out the Jet because we haven't seen enough Spright combos just yet. We got to watch more Spright combos. So yeah, there's the Jet. Man, it sounds like we just saw this combo already. Jet coming on down to the field. Jet effect to get, of course, maybe the Smashers, if I had to take a guess. Yes, it is the Smashers. Of course, a follow-up, just in case whether or not the Blue or the Jet can't go or get, of course, more, a little more firepower onto the field. Of course, all the zones right now are clogged on Mason's side of the field, but this is why we have Link monsters, kids. Looks like we're going to take a couple, maybe not a couple Nimble Beavers. We might be taking a look through the graveyard, and of course the extra deck, a quick just spy of there. Really nice for Nolan to really space that out for us all. So let's see now where we go. So it looks like we're going to remove both Nimble Beavers. So then we're going to bring in 2 Dark. Okay, so we're going to go Dark. And it looks like he's going to go after the Maga Hunt. And we're going to trigger a Maga Hunt. to banish a Maga hunt that the Dark was going after to summon itself to the field. The Bystials, of course, coming out really powerful right now. We've seen so far 2 decks throwing down the Bystials. Anyways, we're going to take this link 2 and this level 2, and we're probably going to go into the one and only gigantic Spright. And then we're going to trigger, of course, good old gigantic Spright's effect. It looks like we're going to have a response on the summon of the gigantic Spright. So it looks like we're going to be banishing, I believe, probably a level 2. Yep, Spright Blue and Spright Jet. And looks like we're going to be removing the gigantic Spright, banishing it off the field. Right, it has to, I think, banish 2 level 2s or rank 2s or link 2s to trigger its effect. The one that banishes 2 to banish 1 on your opponent's side of the field, the spell card, quick play for Spright. Alright, so now all Mason has... No, that's Smasher. Double cross you. But anyways, we have the Bystial Durus Worm coming out here, and then we're going to Cosmic Cyclone the one face down that Mason had. Oof, that was some pretty good back row. Over there, what is the card? It's the Smashers. Alright. I mean, sure, you didn't really know it's going to be a Cosmic Cyclone, the Bashing Archer Sprite Smasher. Good interruption. Again, the Curus doesn't have any current targets to utilize. So anyways, so yeah, Power Spright for sure, because this is just Spright with the Bystial, I think. So Bystial banishing out, of course, Spright Blue. Durus Worm here. Durus Worm going into Axis Code Choka. Axis Code, of course, not being... Doesn't really have any, but I guess it's just scoop up.
I'm at 3 for you.
Okay.
Alright, again, I apologize for my camera deciding it wants to play focus on having a hard time focusing, but anyways, really nice there with the Durus Worm and the Bystials coming out and dealing quick blows to everything. Oh. Alright. Apologies. I was gone there and we just went quiet, but anyways, our players were shuffling up decks and doing their sightings. It was a great time for me to take a quick little judge call and answer a quick little question on linked, on what exactly the definition of linked means. Linked means it has to be pointing at a linked monster. That's linked, folks. Mm-hmm. Nightmare Griffin's ability to stop special monsters. You have to have a monster that's linked.
We'll link to it.
Yeah.
it's like if you had the Never Griffin and then another member over here, and then over here like with the revive.
Yeah.
This character's gonna get can't activate.
I'm not. All right. Well, anyways, here we go. Nolan just taking one more power shuffle there for his Power Sprights. Power shuffling the power into the deck. Got to give all the power to.
I look like the Emperor right now.
He's gonna put some electricity in there. All right. Well, anyways, here we go. It's still very interesting, just how the Spright deck, the Spright engine, really never became the Tier 0 deck that everyone thought it was. With Japan seeing the most use of it, I think because now tiers just took so fast and so quick after Spright's release that I don't think Spright really had a chance to really take its Tier 0 format. So anyways, we're going to start off with 𝐸𝐾𝐒, going back to 3 on the next ban list. Great for, of course, all our Tri-Brigade and all our Zoo players. But anyways, Frank Tall leaving the field, going to go for the 𝐾𝐒. The 𝐾𝐒 is going to go then send the Narval, and the Narval is probably going to grab the 𝐒𝐻𝐿. I've seen this combo plenty of times. If you ever play Tri-Brigade, you're playing the exact combo line they played for years, whether it was Bird Up, or the original Tri-Brigade that played the Zoo engine, or now Tri-Spright. We're summoning the Beaver again. Twice the time, Beaver's everywhere. But funny enough, Beaver is a beast, so actually 𝐒𝐻 can banish a Beaver under the graveyard for his effect or send. No. Yes, I think 𝐒𝐻 can send it. 𝐒𝐻 can send a winged beast or beast warrior type monster. But anyways, we're going to start going off. We're going to make a gigantic here. Gigantic effect. Send a nimble beaver, and then that will allow it to go get a blue here, as all gigantic sprites get the blue. Yep. Oh, no, I guess we're special summoning 𝐾𝐿. I guess he wants to go into the Tri-Brigade engine here, alright. Or no. Apparently we're just going to special summon 𝐾𝐿. Just go into Elf. I mean, Elf can summon one of the 𝐾𝐿s back. It's not impossible. The effect of 𝐾𝐿, we're going to start with the banishing. Looks like we're going for a banish 2. Again, apologies, my webcam is deciding it wants to go out 100 times. But anyways, 𝐵𝑎𝑟𝑗𝑒t to bring out the 𝐒𝐻. These two go away. I believe we're going to make the Bear Broom here. I had to take the guess. Yep, it is the Bear Broom. And then of course, we're going to go for the draw 1 and put 1 back on the bottom for the 𝐵𝑎𝑟𝑗𝑒t. We drew the card. We can't. Well, we don't get to see what Mason puts on the bottom here. That is not public knowledge. 𝐒𝐻 is then going to banish 2 here. Very interesting. What exactly is he doing something with that? It looks like double Dragon Lords. Really good way to, of course, send the 𝐸𝐾𝐒. That's kind of already been used. Now we got Spright Blue getting Jet coming down. That's going to get us, of course, one of these Spright cards to our hand. So it looks like we are going to get the our good Spright Banisher card. Actually, it's the name of that. That's Spright Smashers. Oh, starters. I think I've been calling starters smashers for some weird reason. But yes, Spright Smashers was, of course, grabbed right there. You can banish 1 Spriggan's, Therion, or Spright card from your hand or graveyard the next 21 effect. Just summons 1 Spriggan's monster from your deck, special 1 Therion monster, banish 1 level, rank 2 monster if you control, and 1 card your opponent controls to activate the effects of Spright. Normally activate the effects of Spright Smasher once per turn. It is a hard. But anyways, Bear Broom going out with someone. Oh, right, the 𝐒𝐻 to make Pit Stop Knight. Of course, then Bear Broom triggering there to, of course. Oh, it's Pit Stop early. Yeah, it's Pit Stop early. Oh, Pit Knight early. But anyways, Pit Knight early to get us into getting the Tri-Brigade Revolt. And we're going to be setting 2, 1 being Smashers and 1 being Revolt. Really good so far for Mason. Strong setup on the entirety of a board presence right here. And we're going to go immediately into the battle phase. Folks, here it comes. It's not the greatest combo no one's ever pulled off.
I will activate Double Dragon.
But it looks like Double Dragon's going to send the 𝐸𝐾𝐒 to bounce the old blue back because
Looks like there's a quick read of our double Dragon Lord. So it looks like Double Dragon Lords was trying to save the Spright Blue, but Double Dragon Lords requires it send back something on Nolan's side of the field. So here we go. Evenly matched. You gotta love it, folks. The evens are here. One card gets to stay on Mason's side of the field. Everything else, goodbye.
Fire sale, everything must go.
Well, Nolan's done, and once again, the power of evenly matched showing itself right here. And we're going to Cosmic Cyclone the other one.
And that is the Revolt. All right, so he kept the Revolt. I mean, it's not horrible because Revolt does get to special summon guys out from the graveyard as well. But this does mean that... Okay, so he's only going to go... So yes, he is going to bring out Bear Broom. Hey, question is he going... What? Who is he going to... I mean... Okay, so he's going to bring out the Shurag, but the Shurag really doesn't have a target. But anyways, the Kit and Narval still get to resolve their effect. So anyways, we're going to... Looks like we're starting with the Kit versus in the Kuras, and then Narval getting a Franktal. Not a bad combo there, but the evenly match really wiping the board there. Basically just leaving Mason on nothing more than a Shurag that, at this moment in time, cannot trigger his effect. Because he just doesn't have... Now there's no way to summon a Beast or Beast Warrior. So anyways, we got ourselves the one and only triple tack. Draw 2 off of the triple tack. Of course, Mason did trigger an effect on Nolan's side of the board. We got a weird lizard coming down. Guess we're going to take a draw from that. Looks like we're going to take a quick look at that good graveyard there. Lots of great targets. So we're going to go Magna Hunt on the Gigantic, of course targeting a light or a dark to special summon itself. And then, of course, then those two going off and goodbye. The Bystial, again, proving just the power and nature of it. My camera decides it can't figure out how to exactly to focus. Focus, camera. Focus on the battlefield. That's what everyone wants to see. I won't have too much movements happening. But anyways, Nimble Angler off of the Sprint. 2 Nimble Beavers. All Nimbles, nimbling everywhere. So much nimble action. So the question is now with 2 Nimble Beavers, where do we go? What's our next play? How's out the Great Shurag? Well, anyways, now we're going to go to 2. We're going to go into our own Spright Smasher. Smashing. Mason doesn't have any response to the Smasher. Or no, the Gigantic, not the Smashers. Gigantic going for the blue. Because, of course, we're going to go for the blue. There we come for the blue. Blue going to go get the Jet. Yep, there's the Jet. The Jet going to get a Smashers or a Starter. Or a Cross. Tough battle so far. I mean, man, just Mason just getting that evening match has hurt him quite a lot. The Shurag, of course, coming out way late. But anyways, Jet coming down. Jet going to go do its search. Still not exactly sure. I know the Gigantic right now, I think, can actually punch over the Shurag. In all hilariousness, it can. Okay, so we're really gonna have to figure out where Nolan is going to take the deck to actually out the Omen. Again, he's already paid 1,000 life points here. He's still got plenty of time to play through the entirety of this match without any issues or problems. My timer is like 10 minutes, a little too slow. I don't exactly know why, but anyways, we're gonna send about the Gigantic and a Beaver, the last Beaver, to go into Elf effect if he so desires to trigger. It looks like then we're going to... Looks like there's still a question of how exactly he's going to out the Omen. I totally forgot. Yeah, Spright. Sure, the Gigantic could have outed the Omen, but the Omen, or the battle phase has already happened because that is what evenly matched states. You must go into your battle phase to trigger your effect. So again, he has to out the Omen without having to go into the battle. We're going to go into some rank 2 months. So anyways, we're gonna trigger Elf. It looks like there is no response to Elf. Looks like he's going to go target the springs. Here against Elf can target level 2, rank 2, or link 2 monsters to special summon to a card points to. So we got a set 1. So we have a monster negate. Monster negate, but anyways, Magna Hunt bringing out, getting him the Soraneer, and I believe that is all he's got. So now he has a Bystial in his hand. I even want to get that Bystial, pick up my Bystials before they all jump up out of sandy prices here for super rares. Someone told me super rares were going to be up like $10 a pop. I would have told you that's crazy. So anyways, we're going to normal summon the Franktal. Omen only gets activated on a special summon of a beast, winged beast, or beast warrior. So we have a banish 3. So it looks like we're going to remove 2 to negate the effect of all Franktal. Banishing for nothing, and then so Franktal gets to stay there, but his effect is negated. So anyways, Spring not able to do anything right now. There's no extra deck monsters on the field with the material. So right now we have an Elf, a Springs. We have the Star Tour. Everyone, the Star Tour. So looks like we got the Elf triggering here. The special summon. Looks like we're going to special summon a weird freaky lizard. And then starter is going to resolve here to, of course, special summon a Spright Blue. Mason will, of course, take the damage for the Spright Blue here. Nolan's going to take a draw for his freaky lizard. And then Blue's going to go get a jet. I mean, like, he could get a red here if he wanted to. Most time we've seen it all get jet, but that's usually the first turn start combo. So nope, it does look like we are going to get jet. We're going to be utilizing, of course, the good jet effect to come on, special summoning himself down the field. We're now going to go get ourselves one of those amazing Spright cards, like another starters. Right. But anyways, let us see. So anyways, now we're going to overlay 2 to go into, of course, it looks like a gigantic Spright. It's going to detach 1. Looks like we have a response. Okay, looks like we got the Smashers. Sending the... Looks like first we got to, of course, send a Spright, and then we're going to... That is a Spright. Send the Smashers, and we're going to send... It looks like gigantic. So he must not be too afraid of old Omen. I mean, that's not too bad of the idea to deal with. So we're going to go to the battle phase. Omen coming in for 3k over the Elf. Elf is now down. And then Franktal is probably going to go over the Springs. Yep, the Springs are going to die to the Franktal. So now we have, of course, Franktal and Omen on Mason's side of the field. Of course, Franktal unable to trigger his secondary effect. I mean, yeah, he can pay his own cost to banish himself, but it will be negated once it hits grave because it activates on the field, not in the graveyard. It does still recognize its negate. The big question, though, is that we have an Omen and the Franktal. So anyways, both those are going to go. Omen is going to be able to get his effect here to add him. It looks like no target. No viable target. So we got a set 2 pass. Very interesting. We got Cosmic Cyclone yet again targeting that one. And looks like we got Chain of the Starter. And you gotta hate it. But anyways, Spright Blue coming on down. Mason will take damage for Spright Blue. And Blue is going to then trigger his effect here to get him a Spright Dude. It looks like he's going to get the Pixie. A very interesting card nonetheless that whatever attacks can then add the attack. So it's on rank 2, level 2, and link 2, as per usual for all Spright monsters. It's our good friend, the Change of Heart. The Omen is now going over to Nolan's side of the board. It changed its heart. I gotta love the nature of this all. So Sarion coming on down. But anyways, we got the Spright Blue going on out there to bring out the Xehanort. Big question is, what is he going to do with 2 dudes left on the field? So it looks like these 2 are going to go away to the man itself, Spright Elf. And of course, it looks like our good friend, Mr. L, Spright Blue, just got, of course, banished away. And basically another Xehanort just, I guess, into the way. It looks like we went after someone, Xehanort or Shurag. And in the middle column between the 2 of them, no activations of one and only spell or trap cards, or they will get negated instantaneously. Nimble Angler with, of course, Spright Elf for, of course, a Nightmare Unicorn to spin, and Nolan takes the win.